My name is Grace, and I'm grateful to be alive today.
So we use Narcan to reverse the effects of an opiate. So if someone takes heroin or fentanyl, an opiate, and they take too much of that, and it affects their breathing or their activity, we give this medication called Narcan that will reverse it.
I was revived so many times by Narcan. I would leave treatment. My tolerance would not be what it was before I went into treatment, like just coming off the streets and using, and so I would overdose.
It's not a matter of a patient simply saying, I no longer want to use heroin. It's a struggle for them because it's a disease. It's not as simple to say, I want to stop. Narcan is being used to save people's lives. It matters that we use Narcan. I
do remember waking up in the ambulance. I wasn't greeted by anybody who was happy that I was alive. My parents, I know, were grateful. They knew what had happened. I had, other family members who, they didn't understand. And look, I know there's like a lot of not understanding, and it's hard to conceptualize addiction for somebody who's even been through addiction and has now found recovery. So like, if it's hard for me, I know it's hard for other people to understand.
I think there's a stigma to giving multiple doses of Narcan. People ask, why are you giving another dose of Narcan? It's another, person who's abusing heroin. Why are you giving them a second chance? And it's really because it's a human life. We are here to save human lives, and each life matters to us. And so we in my mind, it's not an option, it's a must. We must do this. It's a human life.
What I would say to the people who revived me, whether it was begrudgingly or not, they maybe never thought of me ever again. Like once they got off their chest that I was like a waste of life, they never thought about me again, but I think about them every day. I think about them when I wake up, when I take my kids to school, when I go to parent-teacher conferences, to work, when I help somebody else in recovery. I think about them every day, and I thank them for saving my life.
Addiction shouldn't define anyone. Support helps, stigma hurts. Take the first step in breaking through the stigma of addiction at sosberks.com/addiction. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.